it's your girl Tiny, and welcome back to Tiny Glams. Today I'm going to be creating a pretty bronze blush eye look, and this is going to be a very detailed look. So first thing we're going to start off with is eyes. I already did my eyebrows off camera, and I went ahead and used a brow pen. So now I'm going to be taking this. This is the Juvia's Place palette, and I'm using a very fluffy brush. We're gonna go right to the corner of my eyes and kind of just smoke it in. This is for the girls that don't want to do too much when it comes to like the eyes. You can also do this look like if you're getting ready for work, or if you just have somewhere quick to go to, like an event. I like to take the eyeshadow and bring it right inwards. So we're gonna continue just adding that on our lids. This palette right here is a bronzer palette. You can use a brown eyeshadow, you can use a brown foundation powder, or even like a compact powder. But for me personally, I like to use bronzers. Okay. When you do your eyeshadow, make sure that you're thinking about your eye shape. Like if your eyes are a little bit smaller than mine, like your eyelid space, then you're not going to want to put your eyeshadow all the way up here. But me, I have a lot of lid space, so that's the reason why I do it. Next, I'm going to be going in with my e.l.f. primer. Before I started my eyes, I cleansed my face, and then I went in with a moisturizer and a facial spray. But now we're going to be taking our e.l.f. This is the Power Grip Primer. This is going to give you hydration, a grip effect, and make your makeup last all day. I like to put like a pump or so on the back of my hands, and then we're going to go in and just paint this onto our face. Take you a little brush. For my people that have really dry skin like me, I like to go under my eyes, paint my nose, and I have smile lines, so I add it right here, front of my nose too. A little bit like right here on your forehead, if you got a forehead like mine. And just to make this even more beginner friendly, go ahead and take your hands. I like to take like my first 3 fingers and kind of paint that onto your face. You don't have to be perfect with this part. Like I said in all my previous videos, skin prep is the key for flawless makeup. If you're not doing skin prep, that's the reason your makeup is creasing, while you maybe experience like some dry texture. Just think of skin preparation as your base to everything. Just like when you're cooking, you want to make sure you're buttering your pan. Alright, so now to one of my favorite parts, which is going to be our foundation. I'm going to show y'all a few of my favorite foundations, especially for beginners, depending on your price range. So, first one we have is my Fit Me Poreless Matte Foundation. This is literally only like $8. I guess I would say like $8 to like $12. You can get it from Ulta, CVS, all of the drugstores. So this is one of the most popular drugstore foundations. Although it says matte, it's not going to be super drying for my girls that have dry skin. This is definitely beginner friendly. So that's the first one. Now, going into more of our high-end foundations, if you got a bigger budget. This is the NARS Natural Radiant Foundation, one of my favorite foundations. It does have a bit of a warmth, but once it's on your skin and you use your lighter concealers, it's going to blend all the way in, y'all. Like, if you want flawless skin, this right here is it. And yeah, so I believe this is around $54 at Sephora. And I believe the same price at Ulta. Next, my Giorgio Armani foundation. This is, I believe, around $60 or $70 at Sephora. This is going to give you a very luminous, hydrating look. So if you have a bigger budget, definitely check out these foundations for drier texture skin. Now that I have shown you guys my foundation recommendations, today I'm going to be using my Ilia Skin Stick. This is called the Skin Rewind Complexion Stick. This is shade 33 Neutral Palm. And I love this because it's very simple and easy to use. It should be around $40 or $50 at Sephora. Just for, like, if you're a mom or you got school or something, you just want to do something really quick, this will be perfect for you. The reason skin prep and focusing on your skincare routine is very important is because it allows for you to use less makeup. For this foundation, I'm going to put some on my cheeks. Any place that I have discoloration or like post-acne marks, put some on my forehead. I recommend for everybody to go to Sephora and get a color match. But yeah, even if your foundation is a little bit lighter, remember that you can always go darker with the bronzers, cream bronzers. You can bronze out any light parts. If your foundation is too dark, you can use a lighter concealer. Okay, so that's all the foundation I'm going to be putting on my face. Just want to show y'all. Today I'm going to be using my Real Techniques. This is a contour brush. It is number 258. I like to buff all my foundation in. Don't swipe, just buff it in. I'm really obsessed with this foundation stick. It gives you a bit of a warmth, but it doesn't make you like red, if y'all know what I mean. A little bit goes a long way. When I used to wear foundation in around 2022, 2023, your girl was using like 3 to 4 pumps. Don't do all that. Alright, so now that we have our foundation all over our face, now I'm going to go in with a setting spray. Most of the time after I do my foundation, I like to set it. Some recommendations that I have for you guys. If you have drier skin, you can use the LYS. This is a natural finish skin loyalty setting spray. This is going to give you a matte natural finish. Next is the Charlotte Tilbury setting spray. This gives you hydration and a glowy skin look. And then the one I'm going to be using today is my Makeup by Mario. This is going to be a natural finish. Perfect for just blending in and melting any powders, any cream. Your setting spray is going to be your best friend. Remember that. If you don't want to look cakey. So let's just spray this. Okay, so onto my concealers. So for concealers, I have 3 recommendations for y'all. These are the concealers I've been using for years, literally. The first one is going to be my e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. Remember, ladies, the white top. You want to get the one with the white top because sometimes the black one can be a little bit drying. So this is going to be the hydrating one. And then next is the Ninka K NK Perfection Multi-Use Concealer. This is going to give you very full coverage. It's only $3 from the beauty supply, or you can also order it online on Amazon. One I'm going to be using today, I'm actually using 2 of these shades. So you're going to use a concealer that's like 1 shade lighter than your skin, which is 35 neutral for me. And then also have 33 neutral, which is a little bit lighter. They changed the packaging for this one, but this is one of my favorite concealers, the Sephora collection Best Skin Ever. Okay, so for this part of the makeup look, we're going to be up close and personal. I'm going to put the first concealer, which is 35 neutral. I like to start on the edge right here and kind of just sharp, like make it a little bit sharp like that. And then I'm going to take some right here and then make it sharp like that. And then we're going to go down our nose, upper lip, chin. We're going to put some right here and bring that into the nose. Okay? And the reason that we don't put the concealer all the way right here is because we don't want to give the cakey look. Not just yet. So I'm going to just get this part and we're going to blend it inwards towards the nose. I used to use brushes to blend out my concealers, but now I use powder puffs. Powder puffs make your look very seamless and it doesn't leave it looking harsh. You could use either or for my beginner girls. Like I said, you can use your brushes, come in the Real Technique brushes, or you can use the powder puffs, which come in like a bulk from Amazon or Shein. I'm starting off by patting my chin. I always start on the chin area. And then we're gonna our upper lip. And we're gonna take this, bring it a little inwards, like that. Under the eyes. And this allows you to sculpt the face. Do y'all see that? It's literally a facelift. Now we're gonna do the other side. Makeup is so simple. You just have to do it consistently. And honestly, y'all, even if your colors are not perfect, you just have to know the skills. So I have used foundations that are too dark before on myself and on other people, but it's all about the skills and knowing how to blend out the colors and remembering that it doesn't have to be perfect. It takes time, and a little bit goes a long way, honestly. Y'all, I have a facelift, like look at it. Now we're using my Huda Beauty. This is the Ube birthday cake. Y'all, this is amazing for brown skin women who have a bit of a neutral, I guess I would say like a neutral to cool undertone. This powder is amazing. So as for powder recommendations, you can use the Fit Me powder. This is a loose powder for, like I said, beginner girls who are on a budget. Get this from CVS or Ulta. But as for me, I'm going to be using this powder. I believe it's like $39 from Sephora. And don't let the purple fool you. So we're going to use that same powder puff. Okay. Y'all, like, look at this. It looks amazing. It just blends right in. I'm going to show y'all one side compared to the other side. Look at this side compared to this side. Like, I know y'all see a difference. I have to remember sometimes to hold my head straight because I'll be ready to slant. I decided just to only do shade 35 neutral for my concealer Just to keep it simple, easy for the girls. Just one concealer, and if you want to use like a brighter concealer, you can always do that. But as for the video, we're using 35 Neutral along with that Ilia Skin Stick. Two options for bronzers. You can use a Fit Me, this is the poreless powder. So this is an option. Or you can use a Juvia's Place powder, just depending on your budget. This one is honestly affordable. They have this at Ulta, I think for $20. And then this one is a little bit cheaper. Today we're going to be using the Juvia's Place powder, and I'm just going to bronze my cheeks, down my nose, and on my forehead and chin. Take that top shade, and we're going to put that on my cheeks. A little bit on my chin. Like when I'm pressing my brush onto the pan, I'm just doing like a little bit like that. Then we're going to take that same corner, put it down your nose, into that eyeshadow look. For this video, I'm going to be using our Fit Me powder in the shade Light. You can use the Huda, I believe, Pound Cake if you want a brighter effect. But we're going to use this one just to highlight our face. Okay. So we're going to put some right here. Then I'm going to put some down my nose, on the forehead. Then next we're going to put some right here. Y'all see how you can see the definition of the bronzer? And then the other side. Your girl's skin is dry today, but we're making it work. Now, as we are letting this bake on our face, I'm going to go in with my Ambivert Cosmetics Dear Diary Blush Palette. And we're going to apply that right here. I'm going to be using this shade right here, which is called Mindful Pink. Yes, I have a bit of a blush blindness. But it's something about that blush that just brings the whole look together. I like to go in with a denser brush and blend it all in. Buff out that blush that we already placed on our face. Okay. Now we're taking this fluffy brush from Miss A. It's called the F19 brush. Pat all of that powder in. Remember to always use the brushes that you have been using to get it all blended in. Going in with my bronzer just to bronze it out a bit more, but making sure you keep that carve right there. But as for like this part of your face, you don't want the bronze to be too much. Well, you don't want the carb to be too much. Okay. Y'all see that? Period. And it's still sharp, but not like too much. Next, I'm going back in with that setting spray. And we're going to blend all of our powders into our skin. Yo, as I was drowning. But look at my skin. Like, wait till it dries. It's going to give glowy, all blended, melted in. Next, I'm using my Makeup Revolution Vintage Lace highlighting powder, and we're going to use this rose gold color. Tapping it, and I'm using the end of my Ambivert Cosmetics brush, putting that right here at the front of my nose, a little bit down the bridge, and I flip my brush and put some of that blush onto my nose. Look at it, like. Next, I'm gonna pop on my lashes off camera, and I'm going to be using the AOA Shop Miss A Super Lash Glue. Yeah, so if y'all want a video on how to apply lashes, I can definitely post that, comment below. I'm back and I have my lashes on. So now I'm going to go in with my Tarte Lights Camera Lashes, and we're going to put that on our bottom lashes. And this is a part where you're going to want to get you a close mirror and make sure you're focusing. A little bit right there, as y'all can see. Can y'all see the difference? Like this one versus this one. Next, we're gonna go in with our lip products. So I'm going to be using the Essence Plumping Lip Shine. I got this from Ulta Beauty. And then you can get this. This is just like a basic brown eyeliner. I got it from, I forgot the name of the store, but you can get this from a beauty supply. Any brown lip liner works, and you're gonna use a pinky, like a pinky nude color. A lot of people struggle with putting on their lip liners for some apparent reason. But I like to start with the corner of my lip right here. Bring it inwards like that. Do the same on the other side, as y'all can see. And then we're gonna go to the side of the lip. Trace the lip. And the same thing on the other side. That was simple and easy. Now, for my lips, they kind of go in right there. You can either overline this area right there, or you can just have it going inwards. I kind of like when the liner goes down a little bit. It gives like a Kim Possible type of lip. Okay. Onto our gloss. Y'all see? Just like that. Alright, so this is the final look. Super cute. The skin is eating. The lips are eating. The lashes aren't too much. You have just like a bronze eye look. And your face is sculpted. Alright, so thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Subscribe to my channel. I create creative makeup looks and also soft glam looks like this. I love teaching women how to do makeup. So if you are interested in learning more, subscribe to my channel and drop down any type of looks that you would like to see.